Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you've been watching Onyxcoin closely, or if you've just started paying attention, then now's the time to really buckle up, because we're not just looking at a typical price jump. We're looking at something potentially much bigger. A breakout backed by technical strength, volume momentum, and market optimism that could push XCN into a new league. The information provided in this video blog is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice. The cryptocurrency market is highly volatile and prices can change rapidly. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. We are not responsible for any gains or losses you may incur. Consult with a licensed financial advisor if you are unsure about your investment strategies. The content may include affiliate links or references to sponsored content, which helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. Onyxcoin price surges 38% weekly. What's driving the momentum? As of 12:26 p.m. EST today, Onyxcoin is trading at $0.01873, reflecting a 7% increase in the past 24 hours and a staggering 38% gain in just the last week. These numbers aren't just impressive. They're part of a broader trend that signals renewed investor interest in a token that has previously flown under the radar. And if you think that's where it stops, think again. The trading volume for XCN has exploded by over 144%, clocking in at $101 million. That's a huge influx of liquidity into this token. And in crypto, volume doesn't lie. When you see this kind of surge in volume, especially in tandem with a bullish price breakout, you know something big is brewing. But it's not all green across the board. The broader crypto market has seen a 6% dip, pulling the global crypto market cap down to $3.74 trillion. So here's the million-dollar question. If the market is trending down, why is XCN trending up? And can it continue? Let's dive deeper. Onyxcoin Technicals, a textbook breakout? On the daily chart, Onyxcoin has formed a classic symmetrical triangle pattern, one of the most well-known consolidation patterns in technical analysis. And guess what? It's already broken out to the upside. This is important because symmetrical triangles can break in either direction. They typically indicate a pause before the next big move, and in this case, that move appears to be bullish. Now let's talk about where the breakout occurred. It happened right around the 50 and 60 cents range, which is not just some random price zone. This area aligns perfectly with both the 50-day and 200-day simple moving averages, SMAs. According to data from Gecko Terminal, this convergence added serious weight to the breakout, as traders often interpret SMA confluence zones as high probability inflection points. So we're not just talking about a random spike. This is technically validated movement, and that makes it even more compelling. RSI and MACD, momentum is heating up. Now let's break down the momentum indicators. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, is sitting at 66.91. That's just a hair away from the classic overbought threshold of 70. Now while this might be a caution flag for short-term traders, for long-term holders, this kind of RSI strength typically confirms bullish momentum. Next up, the MACD, Moving Average Convergence Divergence. The blue MACD line has crossed above the orange signal line, and we're now seeing a green expanding histogram, a classic bullish crossover. This tells us that buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure, and we might just be seeing the beginning of a longer rally. But wait, a death cross? Before we get too euphoric, let's talk about something that could create friction in this rally, the death cross. Usually, a death cross occurs when the 50-day SMA crosses below the 200-day SMA, and it's traditionally seen as a bearish indicator. In this case, it has occurred at the 1541 level, which could potentially drag price back down to a key support level at 0.1374. However, and this is crucial, in crypto, death crosses don't always play out the way they do in traditional equities. Sometimes they act as lagging indicators, signaling a bottom after the worst is already over. So yes, it's worth noting. But in the face of the current volume surge and technical breakout, this particular death cross may not carry the same bearish weight as usual. Onyxcoin's unique features. More than just hype. Let's move beyond the charts for a second, because one reason Onyxcoin is catching fire is that it's not just another meme coin or short-lived pump. It actually has a strong product foundation. Here's what's setting it apart in this sea of altcoins. 1. Built-in DEX, decentralized exchange. Onyxcoin's own decentralized exchange offers users the ability to trade tokens directly within the ecosystem. That keeps users engaged and removes reliance on external platforms. 2. Presale aggregator. This is huge. The platform curates ongoing presales across the market, almost like a crypto deal hunting engine, helping users spot opportunities before they go mainstream. 3. Upcoming crypto debit card. Yes, an actual debit card tied to crypto balances. Once released, this could make Onyxcoin one of the few projects that actually bridges the gap between DeFi and real-world usage. Number 4. Upcoming tokens feature. This is like a launchpad plus analytics platform hybrid. Onyxcoin doesn't just list new projects, it filters them for quality, and some early picks have already done impressive numbers. That's creating buzz and, more importantly, trust. So while the price action is bullish, there's also substance underneath it. Presale success, 13.9 counting. Now let's talk numbers. Onyxcoin has already raised over $13.9 million in its ongoing presale. That's not pocket change. It's a strong indicator of community backing, developer commitment, and investor interest. The current price of the best token in the presale stands at 25335, but that's set to increase in just 35 hours. This kind of time-sensitive pricing strategy not only rewards early buyers, it also creates FOMO, fear of missing out, which often fuels short-term rallies. If you're considering jumping in, now's the time to weigh your options. Broader market correction. Will XCN be affected? We can't ignore the elephant in the room. The crypto market has dropped over 6% in the last 24 hours. With Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many major altcoins in red, it's fair to ask, can XCN hold its gains in a falling market? Historically, breakouts during broader corrections often stand out as signs of relative strength. When a token decouples from the market trend and climbs while everything else dips, it usually means real interest, real volume, and real belief in the project. So yes, XCN might feel the heat if the correction deepens, but if the current pattern holds, it could also outperform the market as a whole. Smart money versus retail. Who's driving XCN? Here's an interesting angle. The volume increase of 144% isn't likely just retail-driven. That level of liquidity suggests that larger players, possibly funds, whales, or presale syndicates, are entering positions. Add to that the unique utilities we talked about earlier, and it's no surprise that smart money may be seeing XCN as a value buy in a crowded altcoin landscape. Resistance and support zones to watch. Here's what we're watching on the technical front. Next resistance zone, 22225. This level is significant due to previous consolidation and rejection zones from late 2023. If volume holds, breaking this could open the gates to 0.3 cents or even 0.35 in the short term. Support zone 1374. This level held strong during recent pullbacks and aligns with the 200-day SMA. If we dip, this is the area to watch for a bounce or breakdown. Conclusion: is XCN headed for a full-on altcoin season? It's still too early to declare full-on alt season, but XCN is acting like it's ready to lead the charge. With a confirmed breakout, massive volume, momentum indicators flashing green, and a fundamentally strong ecosystem, all signs point to continued strength, at least in the short to mid-term. If you're already in XCN, congrats, you're riding one of the hottest coins this week. If you're still on the sidelines, do your due diligence. But don't be surprised if this project keeps making headlines. That's it for today's video blog, guys. Smash that like button if you found this helpful. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish on XCN? Are you participating in the presale? And what price targets are you eyeing next? And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more updates on Onyxcoin and all the altcoins heating up the charts this month. Until next time, stay sharp and stay crypto.